Hey guys, welcome back to another video. The lights turned on here and I'll show you what's going on. There we go. Sure enough, I've been having a little trouble up underneath here. You remember I showed you that video I did where I actually notched these flute knives? So far it's been working great. However, the one thing that I am discovering is somehow these bolts are beginning to loosen up, and or they have been loose and I've never known it. But sure enough, last night though, I had one of these knives throw off and get jammed up inside here and stop my one, well, it would have been row number 8. And so once I started going across here, I found out that where is it? I had to spin again. But I've got several bolts on a number of the different rows that are loose. And I'm not sure how. I do know these flute knives were actually on the head when I bought it. And so I've never actually changed them. But in fact, right there, that might be a... I thought that was a loose one. I can't trim with my fingers. However, and I'm also finding right there, the bolt is completely missing. And so I don't think it has anything to do with actually notching these as far as that kind of stuff goes. But just by allowing the corn to come farther back in here, I'm beginning to wonder if that if the bolt problem hasn't been here as long as I've had the head. However, now that I'm allowing the corn to come farther back up into the row unit, that's what's beginning to bring the problem to my attention. And so that may be a wintertime project, putting all new flute knives on this head. But yeah, I've got to put another bolt in that. And yeah, like I say, I'm just finding different bolts here and there. And right there's another prime example. The bolt's missing. And so I can see that's been gone for a long time because the hole clear through the drive shaft was full of dirt. And so, like I say, with it allowing corn to come farther up into the row unit, I'm beginning to wonder if that's not what's allowing it to mess up now, because it's pulling from a different point on the flute knife. But like I say though, I never even knew anything about this until now, and I'll be keeping you updated. But as I work across here, as far as getting a whole lot of video, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get of actually working on it. I'm going to have another guy helping me, and he might not want to actually be in the video. But yeah, like I say, here's the knife that threw off, and I can see right there in the middle, I can tell right now that bolt has been gone, and you can see the marking on the flute knife. There's no mark on it. And so that's why I say it's just kind of odd. But it did kiss that grass knife right there, so I had to take and drop that out and press him back out flat again. But yeah, we'll get him fixed back up and get back going again here. Kind of hard to show, but I just got that grass knife popped out of there. Put a nice little rainbow into it. I'm going to take it over the press and try and get that thing pressed back out flat again. I just took this grass knife over to the other shed and got him pressed back out flat again, so should be good to go on that part at least anyway. Okay, I just say that grass knife goes up. Well, I'm holding it backwards, but it runs from that point up here to this point. Hopefully it didn't bend much of that. I may have taken put a wrench on that thing. It looks like I can't bend it back down. But it's kind of hard for me to get video up underneath here as I'm working on it, because I don't have hardly any room to work with. And I got a watch will end up smacking my phone around too much and breaking it. But that's why I want to get me a GoPro eventually. I just take and mount it on something over here and it'd be out of the way. But that's, like I said, let's get the grass knife. I did find In fact, it might be that one right there. I thought sure I found a loose bolt on that, but anyway, we'll get her figured out. Well, guys, we're back out here in the field rolling again. I wasn't able to get any more video, but as you saw there, I got road number 8 fixed back up, and like I showed you, all the way across I had to check, going right across the head, checking all the flute knives. Several of them had, the bolts were either loose or missing. And like I think I've told you, I bought this head back in 2019. I would have thought I would have had problems before this. However, what I am actually beginning to wonder, after I modified those flute knives, by it letting the corn stalks come farther up into the deck plates, is that may have actually caused the problem to appear that has already been there. And so, like I say, I'm not sure on that, but that's why I'm beginning to suspect. And by simply modifying it has actually caused the problem to show up. But like I said, I went across, tightened everything back down, and put several new bolts in that were actually, like I say, they were missing. And just from what I could tell, they had been missing for a long time because the holes were packed full of dirt. So anyway, we're back going again, and so hopefully problem solved. But who knows, this winter I may end up putting all new flute knives on and new bolts. In fact, some of the bolts, when I would go to tighten them up, I would actually take and I'd snap the head off on them. And so I'm almost beginning to wonder if whoever put the knives on before me didn't use grade 8 bolts, because it should be a grade 8 hardened bolt. And that's what I'm almost beginning to wonder now. So, like I say, that may be a wintertime project. We'll wait and see. But I'll be bringing in out here along and keeping you updated as what's happening. Well, surprisingly, right here where I'm running through, it's a higher area of the field, and it's got a lot, this is pretty much all good old yellow sand. So far, the corn don't seem to be doing too awful bad going right down through here. So you can see it's got decent ears on it for yellow sand. Yeah, right there it is coming in the tank. Don't look too bad. Got you on my tripod now. Grab a little video of the grain cart. We are dry around here as far as water level goes. Not too sure how well you can see in the ditch down there. If you can see that, it's got like, like either algae, almost like, it looks like seaweed growing out of the bottom of the ditch. Water level's so low. They are calling for rain here kind of over this coming weekend and everything, so wait and see. I got done with that field, now we're into another one. Over there's the 4840. Probably can't really tell any difference on video, but sure enough, the other one that you just saw that we've been running on the grain cart broke down on us. And so got a problem with the PTO shaft coming out the back of the thing. So maybe sometime here, they're calling chance of rain. It'll probably be a rainy day project. I can show you what's going on with it. I was hoping maybe get a little outside video footage with this video, but it don't look like that's going to happen. So anyway. But on that 48, well, the one that you just saw running on the cart, it acts like the carrier bearing. Right where the PTO comes out the back of the housing of the tractor has somehow moved. And so it allows the whole entire PTO shaft to shift in and out a good 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Well, when if you take and knock it in, hydraulic oil starts coming out. You pop it back out to its original spot where it normally runs at. The oil stops because it's back up against that oil seal. And so I'm pretty sure there's a carrier bearing in there. I've taken our 4955 apart years ago and actually replaced that oil seal. But yeah, like I say, sometime here I can show you on video what it's actually doing. Well guys, I just got pulled in the shed here, got done with that field. I'll try to keep you updated as what's going on with that 4840 right there. So we'll see you next time. Take care.